Boker Tov, Yeladim.
Shalom, Rabbi.
Shalom, Rabbi.
Boker Tov.
Shalom, Rabbi.
Good morning, Boker Tov. All right. There's Arlena. She's got her big hair on today. All right. Let's start our day off. We got a smaller crowd this morning. Got the ones that stayed out late last night. They're here. The other ones are not. All right. Sanchez Land, you're going to start us off. Ben is going to pray for us. Sanchez Land is going to do the Shema. Arlena is going to do the 10 Commandments.
Thank you, Lord, for this morning, and thank you, Lord, for this devotional, Lord. Please give us the strength, and Lord, give us thank you for shelter, food, and water. And thank you, Lord, for my family, Lord, for helping us going through some stuff, and for helping us go through lots of stuff that Satan is putting through our way, Lord. And just bring shalom to my family and bring shalom to everybody else. In the name of Allah. Shema Israel, Yehovah Eloheinu, Yehovah Echad, Baruch Shem Kivod Malkuto, Le'olam Vayed Amen. Hear Israel, the Lord our God is one God. Born in the land of Egypt, no idols before God, and to have no God before us. No. Born in the land of Egypt.
I do.
No any God before us. No only the Lord name. Keep the Shabbat holy. Honor your mother and father. Do not murder. Do not commit adultery. Do not steal. Do not lie. And do not.
All right, everybody, give Arlena a big hand. Give Ellie Sheva a big hand. She's wearing a Super Mario hat. You got your Mario hat on, Sheva? That's great. Gotta take a picture of that one. All right, let's get down to study this morning. All right, Kevin Lemma, are you there, Kevin Lemma? I see a Lemma family, but I don't know if I'm looking at the floor or the ceiling. All right. Benjamin, read Vayikra 23, verse 3.
Work is to be done on 6 days, but the seventh day is a Shabbat of complete rest, a holy convocation. You are not to do any kind of work. It is a Shabbat for Adonai, even in your homes.
All right, thank you, Mr. Benjamin. All right, now we're going to look at some words. Okay, for the young kids, we're going to start with the kids first, the younger kids first. And let's see. Jeremiah. Let's see if you know what the word convocation is. Convocation, a holy convocation.
Good morning, Rabbi.
Good morning, Mr. Jeremiah. How are you this morning? Did you eat your Cheerios this morning?
No. Different.
What did you eat?
Eat this. I don't know what it's called.
What did you eat? What are they called?
Cocoa Puffs, I think.
Cocoa Puffs? Wow, they still make Cocoa Puffs? I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. All right. So, Jeremiah, what is a holy convocation?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Yeshua, what is a holy convocation?
Hi.
What is
Huh?
I said hi.
Oh, good morning, Boker Tov.
Um,
I know you might be tired.
what is a holy convocation?
holy a holy conversation um when you worship in the congregation.
When you worship in the congregation, that's pretty good. Okay. Kevin, Mr. Kevin Lemaland. What is a holy convocation, Mr. Kevin?
Something holy.
Well, what's holy? Your underwear?
God.
God is holy. Okay. Anything else that's holy, Kevin?
His temple.
The temple. Okay. So, what do you think a holy convocation would be? Something that's holy. What do you think convocation would be? Something that deals with the Shabbat. Maybe Michael will know. Mikey Wakey. What's a holy convocation, Mr. Michael?
When things are holy.
Things that are holy. I mean, that's correct, but what is a convocation? It says a Shabbat of complete rest, a holy convocation. What do you think that means? What, Mike?
Sabbath.
Well, it's something you do on the Sabbath. Okay. Let's go over to Jacob. Jacob, what do you think is a holy convocation?
I'm not sure what the word convocation. I never heard it.
Okay. Jeremiah's raising his hand in the air and waving his leg. Doesn't care.
I got an example for that because remember, like when Moshe went to the mountain with all a lot of all the people. It's like
Okay.
a conversation, like gathering up, like for holy to like meet God.
Okay, a gathering of people to God.
Yes.
Is that what Mom said?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. I think.
You think that's what Mom said?
No.
Okay, that was pretty good. That was very good, Jeremiah. But you, Benjamin, what's a holy convocation?
A holy convocation is a gathering of people.
A gathering of people to do what? Pick each other's nose?
No, a gathering of people to worship in the same place, to like go to Shabbat.
Okay. Very good, Ben and Jeremiah. Very good. A convocation is a gathering of people. So it's a holy gathering of people. Okay? A holy gathering of people. Everybody say, a holy gathering of people. Say, a holy gathering of people. Okay? The Shabbat is a holy gathering of people. Okay? Now, Here's another one. Let's see if Arlena could help us out. Arlena, what is something that's complete? Can you tell me what the word complete means? Like maybe giving me an example of something that's complete, Arlena?
It means
Complete. Like say like I completed my homework.
I
No. That's the definition of complete.
Well, Arlena, speak up a little bit, please.
like and I do my
What is complete?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Sinclair Land, why don't you guys go get chairs? Why don't you all sit on chairs and stop sitting on the floor? Get ready for class. You see everybody else is on a chair. Okay, so if you don't want to be in class, you want to sleep, go back to bed. Okay? Get on chairs, if you're going to be in my class, it's time to be in class. I've been trying to see if you would do it yourself, but I'm going to talk to you now to do it. All right? It's time for learning. Okay? If you're going to be in this class, you're going to be here for learning. If you don't want to be in this class, then tell your parents that you don't want to be in the class, and then they can deal with you. Okay? Marley, what is complete? What is something that's complete? Explain to me complete, Marley.
Something complete is like a whole, nothing missing. Like a computer, if it doesn't have a certain part, it won't work. So, something that if a computer has all its things, it's complete.
Okay, very good example. Very good example. Briette, then, with taking Marley's example of complete, what would be something that Jehovah's saying a Shabbat of complete rest? What do you think he means by a Shabbat of complete rest? What is complete rest?
Well, some people just rest on normal days. On the Shabbat, it's actual rest
Rest from what?
from work.
You mean we're not supposed to sleep all day, like, on Shabbat, get up at like 12 noon, go cook some breakfast, and, is that what he means?
No, I think it means we rest from all the customary work and then we have time to study his word.
Okay, time to study his word. That's pretty good, Ried. Pretty good. Jeremiah had his hand in the air again, Mr. Jeremiah. And then I'm going to go over to Dayon next.
The,
Speak up there, little man.
he means that don't like do any work because when you do work, he doesn't like that because he didn't do work on Shabbat. He just rested. That's why he blessed the day and he rested on that day, so he did not do any work. And he wants us to worship him on that day. And if they do work, then they're not worshiping him. Working on the day that he blessed. And they were not supposed to they work on the day because the blessed it. Nobody's supposed to work on it. You're muted.
No, I had to mute somebody else. Okay, so, well, you said Jehovah rested on the day. You think he went to sleep on the seventh day? Jehovah, did all that work, created the universe and everything. Pretty big job, don't you think? Creating all the animals, creating people. I mean, imagine creating you in one day. Don't you think that would be kind of hard? I mean, all the hair on your head. He numbered all the hairs on your head.
And he didn't do that. He didn't go to sleep. He just stopped doing what he was doing and just like sat in his throne just like watching. I mean, because that means like he's rested of doing all that.
Okay, very good, Jeremiah. Now, Jacob, Mr. Jacob, Mr. I didn't do my hair this morning. Messy hair day. You're looking like Kevin Lemma there. All right. All right. So, a Shabbat of complete rest, Jacob. What can, I mean, what can't you do then? What are you supposed to do on Shabbat?
You're supposed to worship and praise him.
Well, what does he mean by a Shabbat of complete rest? If you're playing instruments, aren't you working?
No, it means like for example, if because from Monday to for the 6 days of work, that's all working, and then on Saturday he wants you a complete rest and do a Shabbat, because um all week until Saturday, God worked on creating the earth and us. So, and he rested on the seventh day. So that's what he wants us to do. He wants us to rest from doing work and worship and praise him.
So you can't eat on Shabbat? Doesn't that work for somebody?
No,
So you're just to lay in bed all day?
no.
Okay. So what's your work? What kind of work do you do every day?
Study.
You study, so you study what? You study the encyclopedia?
I read
What are you reading?
a book, one of my books.
Does your book have a title?
Yes.
And the title is?
Hmm?
What are you reading?
A long pitch home.
A what?
A long pitch home.
Is that one you're reading for school? Oh, your summer reading books. Oh, okay. Dayon, are you there, Mr. Dayon? Let's see if
Yes.
Dayon. What does it mean to be a complete rest, a Shabbat of complete rest? Explain to me what a Shabbat of complete rest is.
I don't know.
Okay, well, what does rest mean?
What?
What does the word rest mean? R-E-S-T, rest.
Rest? Like sleeping?
Well, I'm asking you. Do you know what it means?
No.
Okay, let me ask Victoria. Victoria, what does it mean to do a Shabbat of complete rest? What do you think you can and you can't do on the Shabbat?
I think it means like you it's rest, so you can't do anything that you do like on the week. So if you like wash the dishes, clean your house, and like work, you can't do that. You have to like read the Bible, worship, and you can't cook too because that's what you do on normal days. So it's kind of like on the Shabbat you can't like it's a special day for him. So you can't do anything that you normally do. You have to do you have to learn more about him.
Okay, so you can't do anything you normally do. So you talked about eating. You can't eat on Shabbat or you can't wash the dishes on Shabbat?
You can eat, but to eat like if you have to cook it, you have to cook it on like Friday afternoon.
Okay, very good, Victoria. All right, let's see what else we got here. Who else we got here? Okay, Sarah, you want to answer a question, Sarah? Sarah, do you know what Shabbat is? Can you explain to me what Shabbat is, Sarah? You want to say something, honey? Go ahead.
God's day.
God's Day. Very good, Sarah. Very good. Everybody give Sarah a big hand. Big hand. Sarah gets a big hand. Yay, everybody's giving you a big hand, Sarah. You learned that in your Sparrows class. Yeah, very good. Miss Consuelo and Miss Brittany and Miss Lizbeth and Miss Adriana. Very good. All right. Now let's go around the room and we'll go a little bit into some of the older kids too. Allie Mae, do you have a job that you do every day? Is there some kind of work that you you have to stop doing on Shabbat? And Allie Mae and then Lev, is there something that Allie Mae, you have to do that you can't do on Shabbat?
Mm, Not that I do every day, but I do it most days. Most of the time, or well, a lot of the times, I'll do the dishes. I can't do that on Shabbat. And
Okay,
I
so
do,
you're the dishwasher at home?
yeah,
Okay, is there any other jobs that you have to that you do each day?
yeah. I have to do my laundry, and uh, sometimes I have to help out at the store.
Will the store open on Shabbat?
No, but
Okay, so you're not there on Shabbat. All right, very good, Allie Mae. What about you, Lev? Do you have a job that you have to do every day?
Drying dishes.
Okay, so you don't dry the dishes on Shabbat?
Yes, I can. Which I like Shabbat because then I don't have to dry the dishes.
Okay, is there any other jobs that you have to do?
Well, I have to do. I have to do my bed and help with Brittany's bed, and then I can't do that on Shabbat either because you have to do it before Shabbat. And then on like the day of Shabbat, like the seventh day of the week, you went and like let's say your bed is messed up, you can't do anything. You can't do your bed.
Okay, very good. Very good. Let's see. Arlena, do you have any jobs that you do each day, Arlena?
I do my homework.
You do your homework, so do you do that on Shabbat?
No.
Okay, is there any other jobs that you have to do?
You can't do your beds on Shabbat.
So you leave your bed messy on Shabbat?
What?
You leave your bed messy on Shabbat?
No.
I thought you said you make your bed every day. Isn't that your job?
I don't really make the bed.
You don't make the bed? You just leave it a mess every day?
Yes.
Okay. So do you have any other jobs that you do, Arlena?
Pick up my toys.
So you leave your toys on the ground on Shabbat?
No.
So you play with them and you put them back on Shabbat?
Wait, what?
Well, I'm trying to see if you know what jobs you do each day. Like what jobs does Aralina have to do that nobody else does?
Like I do.
You don't know what you do, Aralina? Come on, honey. What about you, Ben? Is there something that you do each day that's the Ben job?
I walk the dog every day. I do my homework.
All right, well, let's wait. So you don't nobody walks a dog on Shabbat?
Well, we walk the dog one time on Shabbat.
I thought that you said that was your job to do every day.
It is, but I have to do it I have to do it again as well. Like that's like
But it says a Shabbat of complete rest.
But I want. Oh, he needs to go up, or else he's gonna pee all over the living room. He's gonna go number 2 on the living room.
Oh, okay. That's a good thing to talk about because there are certain things that must be done each day. Okay. So what Ben said, everybody listen up. Okay, because there's work that we have to do and work that uh, can be stopped. Okay. So if a baby needs its diaper changed, well, the baby doesn't know how to go to the poo and the bath and the potty, right? So you got to change the diaper. So Ben's got a dog. The Sanchez's have a dog. So Ben is the one who walks the dog. So what if he doesn't walk the dog? Well, the dog's gonna poo and pee in the house, right? Okay, so you got to take the dog out. Okay, so there's certain jobs. So if you have like your father or maybe your mother's also, your fathers, they go to work. Okay, so they don't go to their normal job on Shabbat. Now there's something that you guys should do in your homes. You guys, a bunch of kids in your home, like Allie Mae is, I think, the only one that is the only child there. So let's say Ben's job the whole week is to walk the dog. I think somebody else should walk the dog on Shabbat. The dog has to be walked, but that's Ben's regular job. So to fulfill the commandment, Ben, you should say to your dad, okay, let's read the verse. Work is to be done on 6 days, but the 7th day is a Shabbat of complete rest, a holy convocation. You're not to do any kind of work. It is a Shabbat for Jehovah, even in your home. Okay, so even in your home. So Ben, you walk Shorty each day. Maybe Leah should walk Shorty on Shabbat, since if you walk him every day, you got to give it to Leah because that's not her normal job. So if you guys got normal jobs, okay, you don't do your normal job on Shabbat. Okay, Shorty's got to be walked. Shorty the dog's got to be walked. Okay, so you got to switch off. So let's say Jacob and Jeremiah. Jacob, what jobs do you have to do? Do you have a certain job that you have to do every day, like sweep or clean or something like that?
We have to do the vacuum. Like we have chores, garbage. Um,
So are you the garbage guy? Are you
yeah,
the garbage guy?
we rotate every day.
Okay. Well, then how do you know if you're doing your regular job on Shabbat?
Because we have like a a little calendar that says when to rotate and it has the days of the week. So that's when we
Okay.
know we do that. We check that every morning.
So you check. So your jobs change every day. Oh, that's kind of hard. So you guys got to figure out how to do that. Maybe you could do it for like a week. You're the garbage man for this week. Maybe so that way on Shabbat, Jeremiah could be the garbage man. Okay, I think he's big enough to be the garbage man. No,
It's big.
it's big. Well, you only got 4 people living in the house, right?
Yeah,
Maybe make Dad take the garbage out on Shabbat.
but it's mostly big, so I just take it out.
Okay, well, you guys got to figure out
Big and
your
heavy.
jobs because you don't want to break the Shabbat because it says you to do a Shabbat of complete rest. So certain jobs that you do all week that you gotta not do on Shabbat. Okay.
We
Keep
just do
in
it
mind.
before sundown.
Excuse me.
We do it before sundown.
Well, sundown is when Shabbat comes. Okay, so if you've done your job before Shabbat, I'm trying to make you understand that like dad's not supposed to go to work on Shabbat. Okay, dad's supposed to be with us. So we're gonna keep praying that he comes with mom to the congregation. Okay, so um, if if you were to your job each day was sweeping or vacuuming, okay, you can't do that on Shabbat. Okay, that stuff, everything stops. It's God's day. Okay, so you guys got to work it out. We'll talk with mom, figure out how you do that so that you don't have to do anything on Shabbat. Okay, all right, let's move on to the next part, guys. Okay, so read it one last time. Mia, read it one last time. Read verse 3 one last time.
Work is to be done on 6 days, but the seventh day is a Shabbat complete rest, a holy convocation. You are not to do any kind of work. It is a Shabbat for Jehovah, even in your homes.
Okay, the last part that we're going to talk about before we move on is a holy convocation. You're supposed to be in congregation for Shabbat. A lot of people get lazy and they stay home. I'm tired. I don't feel really good. I'm a little whatever. Okay, you're supposed to have a holy convocation. That means leaving your home and going to congregation. Okay, if you're trying to do Shabbat in your home, if you're within a couple hours of a congregation, because Yeshua walked to congregation. Okay, each day, each Shabbat, so a lot of times he was in a different place. So they didn't say, okay, we'll just stay home and have Shabbat here. Okay, so here you're supposed to have a holy convocation. If you don't do the holy convocation, you're breaking the Shabbat. Okay, if you go on Sunday, then you're just a pagan and you're not doing Shabbat at all, because those people are going to hell. Sunday worshipers are going to hell. Okay, now here, let's read this. Okay, let's see. Kevin, read verse 5. Leviticus, Vayikra 23, verse 5.
In the first month, on the 14th day of the month, between sundown and complete darkness, comes Pesach for Adonai.
All right, thank you, Mr. Kevin. So is this January? Riyadh, is this January? Because it says the first month.
Well, I think it means the first month of of the of biblical months.
Okay, very good, Riyadh. The first biblical month. Okay, how do you know the 14th day, Riyadh? Do they have calendars?
Well, they didn't have calendars then, but they could tell by the moon.
Well, how do you know the first day of the month with the moon?
I'm pretty sure it was a new moon.
What's a new moon look like? You take it out, it comes in a package?
No, you could just hardly see it.
Hardly see it. What is behind the clouds?
No. It just means that there's not much light from the sun shining on it.
Okay, very good, very good. Tiffany, explain to me how we start the month, Tiffany.
We usually, well, Torah says you have to check the moon.
that we shouldn't just listen to what the rabbis say?
Okay, well, how do you check the moon? Do you put it, what, you're checking it for temperature? You put a thermometer on it or something?
Well, no, it's is when you see it, like it isn't like they said the new month starts. Well, it starts with when you can see like the banana. That's how I remember it, by the little banana. It doesn't start with, like they say the black moon, because you can't see a black moon because it's black.
Okay, the banana on the left side or the right side?
Left, left.
So the new month starts with the banana on the left. Is Tiffany right? On the left? Allie, you think on the left? No? So what do you think? Sheva, you want to answer? Is the left or the right? Do you know it, Sheva?
To the right, to the left. Which side is the moon? Moon starts. This side. What side is it? Right.
You point to the moon in the sky.
Say right. It's in the sky. What side? Right or left? Left. No, right. Left. Right. Right.
And let's take a look at the picture. Wait, Sheva, look at the picture. Look at the picture. Let me get my little tool, everybody. Okay. Tiffany, look closely, Tiffany. The banana is on the
Right.
right.
The sky.
You're right, Sheva, up in the sky.
Okay, right.
On
Right.
the right. The new month.
Sky.
Okay.
It's
All
sky.
right. So here, the new moon. So here, it's got to start on the right side. Okay. On the left, Tiffany, is when it's ending. Okay. The right is beginning and the left is ending. Remember, you can always remember it like this. Hebrews, we write from right to left. Okay, in English, we write from left to right. God gave us Torah in Hebrew, so it was right to left. So we start our sentences on the right side. Okay, that's the way the month begins, on the right side. So here, in the first month, on the 14th day, okay, the 14th day, okay, so you sight the moon, okay, not this, the black moon is not the new moon, okay, the new moon is the first sliver, the first banana on the right side, because God writes from right to left. He wrote the Hebrew in his own finger. He gave us the Ten Commandments, and he wrote in the rock with his own finger, okay, and he wrote from right to left. Hebrew starts from right to left. Okay, so here, Leah, read verse 5 nice and loud.
Verse 5?
Correct.
Right. In the first month of the 14th day on the month between sundown and complete darkness comes Pesach for Adonai.
Okay, so what do you think it means, Leah, between sundown and complete darkness? Is that the beginning of the day or the end of the day?
It's like it's almost at the beginning of the next day.
Almost at the beginning of the next day. So would we begin beginning the 14th or ending the 14th?
We will be beginning the 14th.
Okay, is anybody in agreement? Who agrees with Leah that we're at the beginning of the 14th month, or the 14th day? Okay, who is Leah right or wrong? Thumbs up or thumbs down? All right, 2 thumbs down, 3 thumbs down. What do you think, Jacob and Jeremiah? 2 more thumbs down. Okay. So let's see. Victoria. Okay. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month, between sundown and complete darkness, comes Pesach for Jehovah. Okay. Is that the beginning of the 14th day or the end of the 14th day?
It's the beginning.
It's the beginning. Are you sure? Michael, what do you think, Michael? Michael, I'm waiting. Between sundown and complete darkness. On the 14th day of the month, between sundown and complete darkness. Is that the beginning of the day or end of the day?
Beginning?
Okay. So Jacob shaking his head no. What do you think, Jacob? What do you did agree or disagree with Michael?
I disagree. I think it's the end of the day.
And why do you think it's the end of the day?
It's the 14th day, and it says the 14th day of the month between sundown and complete darkness. That's the end of the day.
So we send sundown and complete darkness. What do you think, Yeshua? So you got Michael saying one thing and Jacob saying another. What do you think, Yeshua? You're saying I'm too tired to think.
If
Oh, are you trying to answer? I fell asleep. Is it the beginning or the end of the day?
the beginning,
Beginning, you think it's the beginning? I Lev, do you agree or disagree with Yeshua?
Disagree because it says sundown. It doesn't say sunrise. It says sundown, which means the sun's going down, and complete darkness, it says. Like, and darkness is at night. So I disagree.
Okay, so we got split in the class. Ariel, what do you think, Ariel?
It had to be sundown. That's all I know.
So is it the beginning of the 14th day or the end of the 14th day?
Okay. At the end of the 14th day.
Why do you think the end?
Because it says right there between sundown complete darkness. So that means it'll be like from later because like sundown won't come down and it won't come down in the middle of the day. So I believe it'll be a lot later.
Okay. Allie Mae, what do you think, Allie Mae?
I think it goes down at night.
So is it the beginning of the 14th day or the end of the 14th day?
The end of it.
Okay. And okay, Tiffany.
I think it was at the end because when Yeshua celebrated Pesach, it was like a few minutes a few minutes later the guards took him and it was at night that it happened. So they were celebrating Pesach at night.
Well, the Pesach had ended already.
Well, it had ended, but since it only happened a few minutes later, well, that's my guess. Is that when they were celebrating Pesach, it was happening at night. Like before, it was still the 14th day, but it was going into the 15th.
It was going into the 15th. Okay. All right. So pretty good, guys. Good tries on both sides. It's the end of the 14th day because remember this. It was dark, and then Jehovah said, "Let there be light." So every time it gets dark, it starts a new day in Bible understanding. Okay? It was dark, And then God said, let there be light. A new day began. Okay, so every time it gets dark, complete darkness, okay, complete darkness, that's when a new day begins. So the 14th day of the month between sundown and complete darkness comes Pesach for Jehovah. Okay? So it's at the end of the day. So you have the whole day to get ready for the Pesach because on the 15th day is another holy day. Okay? So here between sundown and complete darkness, because you're already in the 14th day. 14th day of the month between sundown and complete darkness. Okay, so you got to understand this because a lot of people get this wrong, just like we were just discussing. Okay, so you're already in the 14th day. So the first month, I'm gonna put my thing over that. Okay, on the 14th day. So that means you're already in it. Okay, between sundown, so you're already in the 14th day, and complete darkness. Okay, so everybody's got to know that because if you don't do it on the right day, okay, now let's see, let's go to the Gospel of Mark. Okay, now let's skip that. Let's go to one more. We got a few more minutes. Okay. Let's see who wants to read. Anybody want to read? Put your hand up. Okay, Jacob had his hand up first. Let's do Vayikra 23, verse 6 through 8. Go ahead, Jacob.
On the 15th day of the same month is the festival of Mhsa. For 7 days you are to eat matzah. On the first day you are to have a holy convocation. Do not do any kind of ordinary work. Bring an offering made by fire to Adonai for 7 days. On the 7th day, the holy convocation. Do not do any kind of ordinary work.
Thank you, Jacob. Jeremiah, what is a holy convocation?
Is when many people gather up for something holy, like Adonai, they did like for like in Moshe, they gathered up to meet Adonai.
Okay, very good. Okay. Now, Tiffany, how do you tell when we're on the 15th day? How else would you tell that you're on the 15th day, Tiffany?
On sun when it's sundown, when it's complete darkness already.
Okay, well, how do you know it's the 15th day since you don't have, if they didn't have a calendar? They didn't have Outlook or their phones.
When it's complete darkness.
Complete darkness of what? It gets complete darkness tonight.
I mean, yeah, yeah, it does, but once like when the sun goes down, it's usually the next. Well, in Bible standards, usually when the sun set, it's the next day already.
Okay, well, how do you know it's the 15th day?
Because it's the sun sets already. The sun has gone down already, so it should be the 15th.
Well, is tomorrow the 15th day of the month?
Yeah,
Is tonight at sundown the 15th day of the month?
I have to check the date. I have to check the date real quick. Yeah, we're going by we're going by Bible standards. It was 14. It's still the 14th. But once the sun goes down, it'll be the 15th.
Is there anything else that you can tell that'll be the 15th day of the month? Lila. Hi, Lila. You want to answer the question, Lila?
As soon as you said Lila, she ran away.
I know that's what I was trying to get her to be quiet. As soon as you call her name, she runs. Okay, let me go to Adrian. Adrian, I haven't heard from you this morning. Adrian, how do you know it's the 15th day of the biblical month?
Well, considering that Shabbat starts on sunset and ends on sunset. No, wait, you take a look at the moon, and then sunset is every new day. So the 15th day would be on the sunset of the next day after the 14th.
Right, is there something else that's going to be in the sky on the 15th day that you're not going to know it's the 15th day?
Full moon.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, because considering that the phase of the moon just after the moon turns into a new moon, completely black, it's going to start getting bigger again.
Okay, so how do you know it's the 15th day of the month? By looking in the sky. What are you going to see?
A full moon.
A full moon? Okay, let's see if anybody else agrees with you. Let's see. Benjamin. No, let's go to Victoria. Victoria, how do you know it's the 15th day of the biblical month, Victoria?
By the moon?
What's the moon going to look like?
I forgot the name. I know which one.
Can you describe it?
Yeah, it's going to be like isn't it after after the new moon?
So it's after the new moon. Okay, it says on the 15th day of the same month. Okay, so what's the moon going to look like on the 15th day? It's going to be like a banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4 banana, 5 banana. What's it going to look like?
2 bananas?
2 bananas? Nope. Let's see. Dayon. Dayon. Is David there with you, Dayon?
Yes.
Okay, Dayon, how am I going to tell it's the 15th day of the month?
By 15 moon? I mean 1 moon?
What's
By
the moon
the
gonna look?
banana moon?
Say it again?
Like the banana moon, that's in the right time?
That's going to be the 15th day of the month?
No, after Pesach.
Well, do we do Pesach? Do we do Pesach every month?
Hamata. That's gonna be Hamata.
Right, but how do we know it's the 15th day of the month?
Because it past sundown.
Okay, so what's the moon going to look like?
A little like a banana.
No. David, what's the moon going to look like on the 15th day of the month?
I don't know.
You got to take Reverend Kelly's class. You got to watch Mia's video on YouTube on phases of the moon. Okay, Mia and Lev, help us out here. What's the moon look like on the 15th day of the month?
Okay. Ready? Okay. When the moon is up high like a big pizza pie, that's the full moon. When the moon is full, like it's whole, like a pizza pie, that's the 50th day of the month. The full moon.
15.
embarrassing.
Yes, remember the song. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's a full moon. Everybody sing it. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's a full moon.
True every time though.
Sing it, David. I'm waiting, David. David? Sing the song, David.
You don't want to.
No, it's from you.
Hey, Riette, sing the song, Riette.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's the full moon.
Very good. Adrian.
When the moon hits you, I can't just.
Marley.
Okay. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's the full moon.
Okay, very good. All right, Vicky, sing the song, Vicky.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, it's a full moon.
Very good. Allie Mae.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, it's the moon.
That's the full moon. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's a full moon. Kevin, sing the song.
I don't know it.
I just told you it. And you're a lemma. You guys are singing and dancing and artists. So sing when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. That's a full moon. Come on, Kev. Help him out, Michael. Come on, sing it together. All right, Jacob and Jeremiah, sing the song.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's a full moon.
Oh, you guys are like rap artists. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's a full moon. You know, guys are never going to forget that now. All right. Ariel, sing the song. Ariel.
Oh, when the moon.
Ariel and Tiffany.
Okay, hold up. Yeah.
Okay, when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's the full moon.
Why are you saying it like a poem?
Yeshua, do the song, Yeshua.
When the moon sun hits when the moon is so high, is like a big pizza pie. Is the full moon.
All right, very good.
I don't usually get the song. It doesn't make any sense because it's not a pizza pie.
Well, what's a whole pizza pie? Isn't it a big circle?
Yes, but
Yes. So what's a full moon?
It how look like the full moon.
What's a full moon look like?
But it's not it don't look the same.
Yes, but the pizza's more tiny than the moon.
All right, it's time to close our class. Leveroni, close our class in prayer.
Thank you, Lord, for this day. Thank you for everything. Thank you for letting us have a teaching about the Shabbat and the holy day. 2 holy days at least. And please, Lord, if anyone is still on their homework, please help them finish so that they can have a break at least. And help us to help our moms and in Yeshua's name, Amen.
Amen. Have a great day there, kids. Shalom.